Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love, Annie V, Sister Imam. All right, we already got some people that's looking, and I'm streaming on both platforms right now. So I'm going to be doing things a little different and trying to work both of them. So y'all got to bear with me. But happy full moon. It's a full moon in Cancer. We already got questions coming in. So let me flip back and forth between them. Peace and love, JL. So this reading is merged. So the reason why I said Capricorn full moon is because this is a tropical reading. This is not necessarily for advance because like I asked last time on my live, a lot of people are still new, especially with all of the emails and questions that I've been getting. So a lot of people are not as familiar. So I'm just starting them off at the basics, so then we can go ahead and get some foundation. BB, can I join? Sure, you could definitely join. Uh, you could definitely join. Hold on one second. Let me flip and go right to the chart. Let me see how this is. All right, here we go. So let me add this to the stream here. All right, so this is the chart that we have. Again, I do have a sidereal chart up. So where the sun is in Cancer, tropical basically is just a snapshot of what's taking place in the heavens. All right, and when you're talking about a tropical astrological chart, that's what we're referring to. It's something that we can just take an image of the heavens and then interpret it that way. When you're looking at sidereal, we're looking at how the planets and the planetary bodies are in movement in real time. So we have in the tropical, the sun is in Cancer and the moon is in 180 degrees opposition in Capricorn. All right, and in the sidereal, all right, we have the sun, which will be, of course, in Gemini, and the moon will be in Sag. All right, so that's what we see when we have the sidereal versus tropical. All right, so this full moon is actually in Capricorn, like I mentioned, and because the full moon is in Capricorn, this is dealing with uh, the foundations, the things that hold stuff together. This is the knees, okay, and your knees is very monumental to your movement. So when the moon is in Capricorn, it's actually at its detriment. It doesn't like to be in Capricorn. So with this placement, with the chart I have up, we actually have the moon here in the fourth house, swapping with Capricorn. Normally would be in the 10th house. Cancer would normally be in the fourth house, but these two signs flipped because the signs move, and you have the moon in Capricorn, and it doesn't. It is more so pulling a lot of things that you have to get done and work on. You have this moon conjunct Pluto, and again, Pluto's retrograde. So this is dealing with peeling back a lot of the different layers that that surrounding your behavioral patterns. All right, and the things that are blocking your soul's growth. So the sun deals with your soul, and Pluto is peeling back layers that deals with the things you've gotten attached to and formed habits around in this material life. Um, Capricorn deals with the materials and resources of the earth. It's an earth sign, and so this full moon is about peeling back the layers to things that block your destiny, things that prevent you from uh, the path of your purpose. Okay, because the sun also deals with your purpose, and it also is dealing with the habits again that is causing you to be self sabotaging. Okay, you said it's blurry. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Is that better? All right, so we got the sun here in Cancer, and we have the full moon here in let me see. Full moon is here in Capricorn. All right. So And this full moon again is trying to peel back those many layers that um, is causing stagnation. So next to the sun, go back up. Next to the sun, we have okay, Sirius, Mercury, and we have the dark side. So this is a chance for you to lead this transformation that you're about to have with love, because and something that you can nurture over the next couple of days. Your soul will be able to align with your mind and Mercury. Mercury rules different parts of the mind. And when it's combined with the sun, it takes on the energy of the sun. And then you have Lilith here. That's the dark side, the shadow side that you have to work on as far as the aspects in your career or when you're seen in public. The stuff that you cannot see, okay, the shadow side that you can't see. And so this is where also, now it's not in this chart, I have another chart pulled up, but this is also where we have um, two big bodies, planetary bodies that's aligning with the sun. We have Persephone and Demeter. All right, now these it goes with the Greek mythology, and we know where the Greek mythology actually came from. But when these two bodies are aligned with the sun, um, you got Persephone, which supports the journey to discover what's holding you back through the underworld. Okay, so each day the sun represents Ra, and it's going on a journey, and every day the sun rises and then it declines. It falls and goes underneath. Well, that's how we view it from Earth, and it has to go in these battles with a Pep or Apophis, okay, the shadow self, the one who brings chaos. And sometimes when the sun is shining so bright, you can't actually see your own shadow, okay? You can't see the things that you need to work on. And Lilith is actually retrograde in the 10th house. So this is how you are dealing with people in your career. This is how you're dealing with people in the public's eye. And Persephone actually is helping you to support those changes, to figure out and pinpoint what habits are blocking you right now so you can actually move forward. And then when you throw in Demeter, Demeter is another planetary body that brings change, and it actually adds to the healing process that needs to take place. So, um, and specifically, since we're dealing with Cancer, we're also dealing with the fourth house, with the moon being here in the fourth house here. We're also dealing with the templates or patterns that was developed from early childhood. So those things that formed from a mother, father, siblings, or people who you consider your parents. Maybe you not have grown up with your parents, but uh, these are the templates from early childhood that was formed that you're still dealing with. So on one aspect, you're dealing with Cancer, early childhood, and then with Capricorn, you're dealing with adulthood. And these are the relationships that you've learned from an early child, and you are actually bringing that stuff into the adult relationships. And so that's what this full moon in Capricorn and the sun in Cancer is bringing about. So it also deals with the aspect of fear, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and when you got to change, sometimes it can be scary, and you don't want to actually go through that process because you know it's going to take a lot of work. So Saturn is all about work and discipline. So that could bring fear, fear of the unknown, what you'll turn or transform into. With the moon, is actually uh, in Capricorn, right next to Pluto, that's retrograde. So there's a lot of transformation that needs to take place in your private life, okay, in the templates that was formed when you was a child. Now, another aspect of this full moon is the opposite with the sun in Cancer. And when the sun is in Cancer, this is more so about, again, the sun is happy when it's in the summertime, when it's in Cancer. And this is where you're still dealing with the fear from Saturn ruling Capricorn and the moon being there. But this is an opportunity to not transform out of fear, but transform out of love, because Cancer also deals with the nurturing aspect as well. So I gotta also mention that the full moon in Cancer, I'm sorry, in Capricorn is cardinal. The sun in Cancer is cardinal. The ascendant is cardinal. All right, in Libra. So you got Libra here. So you're dealing with the cardinal gates. This is initiating energy, energy to help you to get things rolling, get things moving in the right direction. And this is an opportunity from the universe to help you to change. All right, so the moon also is dealing with the cycles of life. So right now you're going through a cycle that I'm actually going to be doing a tarot reading on too to get more clarity for some of you, because right now a lot of people are choosing that fear, all right, and to work out of fear of the unknown, and some people are not even going to get to work on what they need to because of that fear, and that's actually going to cause more of what you're getting, all right, for your current conditions. So let's see, go here, click here. All right, so there's 5 things that I want you to take away from this full moon, all right, for today, because let me see if I can make this. Yeah, you got all these different aspects here. It's a lot that I put in this chart. Just for my own, I was just looking up, but it's 5 things that you can do as far as this Capricorn moon with the sun in Cancer. All right, so the moon is full. The first thing you can do to help overcome these stagnation points in your life is, number one, connect with the earth element. So whether it's you going out in nature, getting out the house, getting more sun, some type of connection towards the earth element will actually help you in this transformation process. Um, Number two, because the moon is in Capricorn, this gives you a opportunity to organize your life. All right, organize your time, and you can actually prioritize things that actually matter to you at this time. Uh, Number three, this is where you can also discover, because Pluto deals with digging beneath the surface and getting to the point of things. So Pluto can help you to discover and pinpoint those actual habits that is causing stagnation and actually holding you back. Because some people have an idea, and some of you don't, because you really can't see and you think that the way that you've been going about doing things is actually right to you. So um, Pluto will actually help you to get beneath those layers, and is actually retrograde for that purpose right now to help you in the fourth house. Um, Peace and love, 305 Capricorn, Nubian Queen Show, Sandy Burrow. Good to see you all. Um, and then number four, of course, you can always meditate. Now, meditate isn't the only answer. I definitely think that you should get other advice and opinions from people who have your best interests. So that can be in the form of a friend, counselor, advisor, whatever, therapist. And then, of course, this is dealing with career as well. You got the 10th house and fourth house, public eye. So for those who you are trying to change jobs or looking for employment or want a different career, you can initiate that. You're definitely going to be wanting to touch up on your uh, resume, and actually, if you've been dealing with legal paperwork, this is a time to review and actually correct the errors, because Capricorn is also, again, ruled by Saturn, and Saturn deals with the correcting. Okay, and you're dealing with the correcting aspect, you're dealing with the errors that's found in your legal documents, or things you might have overlooked to rectify things. So that's what we're looking at there. Let me see if I can add you. I'll drop the link so you can join. And before I do that, let me see. Let me go back, see if I can drop this link. All right, share. All right, so I'm trying to share. All right, let me just do it this way. Let me all right, let me try this way. All right, so I just dropped it there, so you could go ahead and join, and then I'll go ahead and do the a general reading as well. Let me do a general for. All right, so while we wait for our guests to join, I do have a tarot, so let's get to it. So right off the back, the focus, wow, it's Capricorn energy still showing. All right, so Capricorn energy still showing. This is the Gen, or what in traditional tarot you would call the Devil card. It's reverse. All right, so the Gen deals with Capricorn, so reverse, and so this is dealing with um the Saturn and this full moon energy. So you're dealing with some of you, a lot of you dealing with a negative situation. Um, and based off the spread, some of you have been feeling like no matter what you do, it's nothing, adds up or turns out in your favor. All right. And that's what's going on now. But then this is the current conditions. All right. Princess of Wands reverse. So this is dealing with Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and some of you are undecisive right now, so you can't make decisions properly. And partly, some of that is due to your impatience. Okay, you're not satisfied with the process right now, and this is making you irritable. And this is somebody avoiding, so you or the other person is avoiding talking to someone and putting off important phone call that needs to be had for a conversation that needs to be had. Some of you are thinking about the current conditions as far as this five of this in reverse. All right, five of this in reverse, and this is actually Mercury and Taurus. So some of you are recovering from some hardships, been dealing with health issues, and your health is beginning to be restored, and the paycheck to paycheck situation is coming to an end for you. So that's uh, something favorable. All right, and this is for your present conditions. Some of you are hard headed right now. This is the teacher in reverse. All right, this is the teacher in reverse, and this is still dealing with that Taurus energy. We got Earth energy, fixed energy, and basically not willing to receive advice, not willing to have an open mind to take information that will help you. And this could even be argumentative. All right, so don't want to really hear what's good for you right now. And because that's partly due to in the past you had the Malika of Cups. All right, Malika is like the Empress, the Queen. All right, so this what you experienced in the past. This is the last deacon of Cancer and the first two of Leo. All right, some of you were gullible in the past, and that's probably why you don't want to listen now, and a little bit naive, and you were harsh to yourself, and um, emotionally you was crippled by other people. So it's kind of hard to take advice and trust right now. Then we have the Justice. Yeah, the Justice in reverse. All right, so the Justice in reverse, this is dealing with that Libra energy. So that's the Libra on the ascendant, on the rising. And this is an imbalance that's happening. And some of you are going to be on the losing end of um, some legal battles. All right. Then next we have the Chariot upright. All right. So this is dealing with that Cancer energy. So this is the Sun in Cancer dealing with that. Um, you have the will and desire to achieve whatever you set out to do. It's just that you have to do it, and you've gained the trust of certain people that's willing to help you and aid you on that process. So that's always a plus. That's a good thing. Some of you have the Six of Disc upright. All right, and this is dealing with Mercury and Taurus as well. Um, this is support coming in small increments, so you do have to put the work in. And you see, this person is industrious, from something that they've created and they're selling, and they're fully vested into their business or their materials. Okay, the things that they created so that they can push it out, and it's receiving little support, and that's only going to last for a minute. It's going to be temporary, but um, for some, it might not be a business. That could be like a partnership that, or business partnership that you have formed, and it's not yielding as much right now. And then we have the water wheel in reverse. So this is dealing with Jupiter in reverse. Jupiter is in Aries. This is the downside of bad events. Some of you experience so much ups and downs that you kind of have a disdain for people right now, certain places, or even things, can trigger you right now. And this is coming to a realization that everything that you've tried or attempted is going in reverse. And it's like finally now you need to realize that you need to uh, stop fighting and come to an end, and change out that phase. And that's what this new moon is revealing to help you do that. And for some of you, you have Nine of Swords. This is Mars and Gemini. And you can see there's a whole bunch of swords. This person is up thinking so much late at night. This is even dealing with like the night owl energy. This is Mars and Gemini. So this is Mars deals with the war and battles, and this is the war and battles of the mind, because Gemini rules over aspects of communication, and communication come from the mind. So this is a lot of internal battles of the mind going on right now, um, and some of you are worrying about a lot of things. Let's pull a card and see what that's about. Okay, that's the Amir of Disc in reverse. That's why. That's why some of you have been worrying so much. This is the last deacon of Aries, first two of Taurus, and you've been worrying because you've been neglectful of your obligations and your duties. Some of you've been very irresponsible and have no plans for the future. And partly that's because you've had a hard time committing to any plans or any people. And that's because of what you experienced with them in the past. So when you were naive or gullible, and you were a little bit too trusting, or a little bit too hopeless romantic, or just wanting things to work so bad and you got taken advantage of. So that's causing some of this friction. Um, so that's what that's about. So let's see, let's check for our guest. Let's see if you're able to join. No. Uh, Copy. I'll drop it again just in case. Drop it again. All right. Yeah, no problem. Peace of love, Shanita, Ricks, Annie V, High Frequency. Yep, just catch the replay. All right, I dropped the link, so if you wanted to join, you could do that. Let me see. And I'll just wait for you to join. And if not, hopefully this was able to give you some insight of what's going on for this full moon. And this will last over the next couple days. So tonight you'll have the full moon at its peak, and then it'll start to wane after that over the next couple of days. Um, it won't be as full. It starts to wane and shrink. We got any questions? I'm trying to wait for our guest, but all right. All right. Well, if there's no questions, then I hope this is able to help you all. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take in this full moon energy to reflect. The moon also deals with reflection, so this is a great time to reflect, especially when things will be revealed and you'll get some enlightenment on more about yourself and your past. So, if you want to move forward, you can't skip over the past. You have to address what took place so you can move forward um, and complete that cycle. So, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next live. All right. Peace and much love, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.